Today I'm going to teach my dogs the rally sign number 109, the halt, step to the right, halt. Now, in order for my dogs to know this, obviously they got to know heeling in order to get to the sign, but they also have to have a halt as well as a side step to the right, knowing how to get their rear end in, and I would be using reining and rear end awareness to teach them that. And then a halt again. Now, when I say a halt, I don't want to have to bend over and ask my dog to sit or anything else. I'm really striving in the long run for an automatic sit. So I stop, dog, you sit, period. It just gives me a faster, cleaner look later in the ring, and that's what I'm aiming for. Now, I want to build desire in both the halt and the side step. When building desire on the halt, I'm going to feed in the halt and then occasionally release and just play with them. When I say play, it doesn't necessarily mean tug. It means any kind of engagement that your dog enjoys. All right. So, you know, playing crazy cookie, tug is fine. Having them chase a toy that's in your hand is fine. I prefer not to throw things for the simple reason that it takes the dog off his mind off of me, and it directs it out, which is where I don't want his focus to be. Since I want his focus on me, engagement will be with me. Okay. I'll be using both card and Poe today. Poe will be on leash, card will be off leash unless I see a need for it. That is, if that side step is not done correctly, I will put the leash back on and we will be working on the side step. Remember, when I'm sequencing, I don't like to sequence skills together if I haven't built drive and desire in each skill. So I've got different skills in this sign, for instance. And if I see desire waning on one skill, I will take that skill out of the sequence and perfect it before putting it back in. And it's really important, if you do a skill and it's not what you're looking for, and you continue training, then inadvertently you're teaching the dog that what you just did is okay, when in fact it actually is not. So consistency is very, very important. Free training tip today. So, all right, let me grab a dog, I'll get everything set up, and here we go. All right, today I'm going to teach my dogs the number 10 sign rally. Take two. Today I'm going to teach my dogs the number 10 sign. More coffee, please. Did work. Good boy. I don't know if you saw that, but he kind of went like that real quick. That was effort. Okay. Hey, 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 hey. Him looking and then glancing back at me is effort. And the reason it's not perfection, but it's effort. And the reason why I say that is because he thought twice about it. All right? It was clear that he kind of went, oh my God, I'm not supposed to do that. And so that's effort. Now, if he stopped and looked, or if he looked and then slowly looked back up, that wouldn't be effort. All right? Very good. Out. Ready? Loose. Good job. Good boy. Very nice. Good sit. I'm going to reward that sit in heel position. He's a little bit forged. He's still learning. Effort. Good boy. So instead of moving on, I'm going to try to perfect it next time before I move on in my training with my side step. Before I add on to my side step. Out. Good job. Much nicer sit. Good boy. Side step, I'm going to rein to my right. Close. Beautiful! Wow! That was wonderful! Wow, little puppy! job. Good boy. Wow. Ho-ho-be-do. Come on. Puss. 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 Good boy. All right. Let me go get a card. Really like that effort. Lots and lots of effort. Good boy. Reward that. Close. Very nice. Did you see how he really hustled into my right position? Beautiful. Automatic sits. Awesome. Okay. Good boy. Yay. Very nice. Very nice. Sit. Don't do that. Good boy. Close. Very nice. Okay. Yes, good job. Good job, buddy. Settle. Good boy. All right, so there it is. The sign number 109, halt, sidestep right, halt. You want to make sure that you have that sidestep really, really well. He's off leash, but if I really didn't like the rear end awareness and him really hustling to get into heel position, there's no way he'd be off leash. He'd be on leash until I had what I was looking for with the sidestep. And I probably would have a leash behind me so that I could say his heel word, take a sidestep, and then give pressure away in the direction that I want him to move. All right? Now, if he sits crooked with his butt really, really out, then that goes back to rear end awareness and making sure that the dog understands that his entire body needs to be in heel position, not just his front end. And if you look at my healing series, also on YouTube, free, I've got information on reining, it all in there for you. I also have online classes. Look into the DIY. I have online classes. They're very inexpensive, and there's options to even contact me for coaching and training information. So look into that too if you're interested. But it's in there. It's in the YouTube. There's lots of information on YouTube for you. So I was happy with both dogs. Both dogs really did well. I was really pleased with both of their attention, their focus. I was pleased with the desire and the effort on all the different skills. So this is a check for this sign. Yes, I will keep working on it because I want it perfect. I want to be able to do it very seamlessly so that when I go into the ring, it's just no question about it. So, all right, stay tuned for the training tip that's coming up. It's either one direction or another where it will slide over and go into the training tip. And the training tip is about effort today. So I'll go into a little bit more of explanation, but I actually explained some of it with Poe earlier. I really liked his effort too. Very, very pretty. All right, until next time, y'all have a wonderful day. Come on, guard, let's go play. All right, training tip for the day, effort. Learn to see your dog's effort. Effort is not always perfection, all right? If my dog really is trying, if you can see that his speed is there, his focus is there, his intensity is there, and I ask him to do a skill and it's not quite perfect, a lot of times I will reward it because I know as a trainer that if I reward effort, that helps with my perfection. When you're looking for effort, do look at your dog's speed, all right? A lot of times if I say like spin, for instance, and the spin is it's kind of slow and poopy, the dog does it, right? But it's not as well as what I've seen him do in the past. It's not as fast, it's not as driven, it's not as focused. The intent isn't there, then the effort is not there. So if I see a dog that I say down and he drops really, really quick on a dime and there's a lot of distraction going on, but then pops up and runs over to me, I'm probably on his drop itself is going to be marked, which is a which is yes, good dog. And if he pops up, I'm not going to get on the dog for it, all right? Because he gave me effort on the drop. Yeah, he anticipated. Yeah, he popped up. But that's actually a different issue. All right, that's just an anticipation issue. That's a willingness issue. That's an enthusiastic issue. And if I correct that, then I diminish the desire on my dog. So I want to make sure that I look for effort, that I acknowledge what effort is, and I reward that effort. Remember, like I said before, effort isn't always perfection, but with effort, I can get perfection. All right, so there's your training tip for the day. Have fun with that, and make sure you go out and watch your dog, videotape your dog, and see where you see effort in that videotape. All right, so there's your training tip for the day. Have a wonderful afternoon training, and we will see you soon. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like on YouTube, like all of the videos that you see, and subscribe to the channel. If you click on the little bell next to the subscribe, it'll actually give you notifications when I load new videos. And all of that helps my channel grow, and it helps get the information out to everybody. So it's really important. Leave comments too. Love to hear from you.